All right, this is Mikael Pitzner from Your WordPress Friend, and we are continuing the special series, the 6-part video series on what your website must do and what you must ensure that your website does for for your business or your message or whatever it is that you wish to kind of like bring out there into the world. And like I said, this is the third video in the series of 6. And today's topic is sales. So basically, what your website really must do for you if you are to have success with your website is do the sales for you. So, you start off, we said the first video was about bringing value to the table. So basically, anybody who comes to your website and has found you either via an ad or via Google search and so on, they should hopefully find something which is a high content value, either videos or blogs or information or how-tos or something that's very, very relevant from of that information that people are seeking. And if you bring high value now, they get to know you, like you, and trust you, and down the line will be, feeling comfortable about buying from you. We talked about in video 2 how you must capture those visitors who come to your site so that you can now communicate to them down the line, because once they're off your site, which unfortunately happens sooner rather than later, then the greatest likelihood is that they actually never come back to your site. So that's why it's super critical that you capture that lead, and you use opt-in forms for that. I will be talking about different choices of opt-in forms and different solutions on in the bigger program, in the full-fledged program of Your WordPress Friend. So look for that when we get there. But I'm sure you've seen it in on so many websites you visit that you can get a free report or a free video series or free training or free information or something if you would sign up. Very often you'll see sign up for our newsletters, and I also said to you in video 2 that if you just put on, sign up for my newsletter, more than likely you're not going to have great success with that. Currently, that's what I have on yourwordpressfriend.com. So that is definitely not really the way to go. I'm highly aware of that, but I'm just going to point it out to you anyways. A better solution is to make a free report or free something, and that's what I'm really doing with the free video series and the free fast track series, as I call it, that you can get a full-fledged training series that's going to help you. I can show you here. This is actually what you're going to get if you sign up for that, if you haven't done so already. But basically, there's a bunch of things here to get you started if you're first or new to WordPress platform. And so anybody who is finding this will hopefully find it because they sought out something about building a website and using the WordPress platform. If you're going to be using some other platform than WordPress, then all of these videos are not very relevant at all. So it might be about building a website, but if it's the wrong platform, then it's a mismatch, right? But anyways, that's I'm offering this one for free so that hopefully people get in here and then like it. And then what I'm hoping is that with those emails that I now have, and with them seeing these videos and hopefully finding really good value, and this being hopefully very helpful in making that introduction to WordPress, then I'm hoping that they might upgrade. Now in here, this is the full training course that you can see here. It's actually, now I'm showing it as a free member, and you can see here that I actually have here, you can upgrade to the paid membership. So in other words, my current setup is, you get this one for free. That means you get access, like you can see here now, to the training website, and there's an upsell in here. You can click on that, and then you can upgrade to the full training series. And right now that is a super low price. It's about to be increased in just a couple of days, if not sooner. And ultimately this price might be maybe even 10 times more than it is now, maybe even more. All depends on how great I'll actually end up having this program. My aim is to make it one of the absolute best within, training of WordPress, and I hope that all my users will help me ensure that this becomes, one of the best, if not the best, training programs of WordPress. Just to give you, now that we are here, I want to show you a little bit of what we got going for you if you decide to upgrade. And basically, here's module 1, and it's all about getting started. So you had the free the free fast track series, and it showed you all about, getting your post up and pages up and so on, and what the difference are, getting an image and getting the blog to look like your blog and not just some generic WordPress blog. Then module 1 kind of continues a little bit on that. We are looking at how to get it onto your own domain, because I definitely think you need to have it on your own domain and not just on WordPress website domain. It's definitely worth it, and the price of doing so, or the cost of doing so, is very, very little. It's you're hosting with a great hoster. You can, maybe you're paying about $20 a month or so for a pro version, which I would recommend. It'll give you backup automatically and so on. And for your actual domain name, you might pay about, I would say, usually less than $12 a year to have it registered. So definitely worth it. It'll just show so much more professional for whatever it is you're selling, and for you as a, when you go out and represent yourself, and maybe even on business card and so on, you'll get your emails and so on, and it'll all say, like for me personally, I have, mikaelpitsner.com. So, that will be my email address to people that, something via with my own domain. Just ups it all the time, and same, if like you've seen from my emails to you, it'll be from info@yourwordpressfriend, so it kind of connects with this thing here, the whole identity of your WordPress friend. So anyway, module 1 goes further. It talks about, how to set up your navigation, your menus, and how to exclude pages and so on. It talks about your footer area, which is actually a very important part of your website. And it talks about widgets and so on. So a lot of general common things that you'll need, and it's great to know soon and quickly once you get started. Module 2 is all about images. Right now it's showing that there'll be about 5 videos in here. I suspect I'll probably do more, but what you need to know is about how to optimize your images for the website. If you just upload them, they might be the wrong size, and certainly they might be way too big, which is gonna give you a slow load time. My personal ego site, mikaelpitsner.com, actually has way too heavy images in there, and it loads slowly, and it actually will hurt your Google ranking. I didn't know that back then, or at least I didn't know how to fix it back then when I built it. So, and I haven't bothered to go in and change it. And quite frankly, that's an ego site. So basically, if people are really, really interested, they better but just wait for it to load. But for business, that's not how I would do it. I would definitely optimize the images, and I have some great resources for you to learn about, and you'll learn about that in module 2. I actually use free resources to resize the images to a smaller kilobyte rather than megabytes, and that will help your site load quickly. And it's great. It's free. I mean, how cool is that? And you're not losing, in terms of it doesn't pixelate, so it doesn't come jagged edges or anything like that. It's still sharp, beautiful images and so on. I also talk about how you can use images to actually be found even better. So great for search engine optimization, or what people call SEO. And I talk about, of course, like how do you present it on your website and so on. Down the line, I might even build a site which is about like an example of a great photography site. So basically anybody who is a photographer, I mean, they will be very keen on that your images are showing nicely and have great ways of setting it up and so on. And I think I might actually even do so, just for the heck of it, and have a good example. A lot of you probably won't be photographers, but small business owners of all sorts of other things. Maybe you want to build an authority or an expertise, or have a great blog, or something that supports your business otherwise, and so on. But it's all relevant. That's what I'm trying to aim for here. That it's gonna be perfect for anybody who is a sole entrepreneur or a small business owner or something like that. Module 3, all about videos. So videos are super critical. Everybody loves a video these days. They don't want to read much and so on. So we're talking about all about like how do you add the videos to your site, and which hosting services, and the equipment you need, and how you edit it, and programs, and length of videos, and so on and so forth. We talk all about videos in module 3. Module 4 is all about themes. So right now, if you look at your WordPress friend, that site is, at least at this time of shooting this video here, is all a generic WordPress site, and that I've just kind of like made it look a little bit like my own. So it's in truth, it's not the prettiest of sites, and we'll go into building, using themes, and what I think you should know about themes, and what you should choose of themes, or at least some great suggestions. I'll show you some great resources. We'll talk about the free themes and the paid for themes, and which one I would recommend you should go for. We'll also talk about some of the troubles that themes can give you, and how to fix it, and so on. We'll talk about license and so on also. And again, as I get more feedback from users, I will probably add to this section also, just to make sure that it has all your questions answered. Module 5 is all about social media. So as you probably know yourself and have seen and probably engaged in yourself, social media is super critical. Facebook is probably one of the biggest ones out there. There's Instagram, there's YouTube in itself, there's Twitter, and a bunch of others. So, the ones I just mentioned are probably the most important as of current. That might change, who knows? But you definitely should integrate social media into your website, and there are pros and cons to when and where you have it and how you do it and so on. So we're going to show you a little bit about how would you do that, would you put in the buttons on your website, and how do you LinkedIn, and how do you get the benefit of integration with social media. So we use a bunch of information on that, and that's in module 5, all about that. Now module 6, I call it technical. So those are the more technical questions. Now again, everything that I do in your WordPress friend training program, I try to keep it as low tech as possible. I want this to be for all the a newbie, somebody who is like, hey, I want my website. I want to be able to make the website myself, but I don't really want to learn coding and a bunch of too technical things. So, the module 6 is those few things that might be slightly more technical, still keep it very low tech, so it's very easy to follow, but you might invariably end up needing how to use an FTP account. Basically, like how do you upload certain elements to your site that you cannot just do from the dashboard. And if you don't know what the dashboard is, don't worry, it's all in the program. I should probably have something even in the free fast track series about what the dashboard is. It's where everything happens in your WordPress site. But sometimes you're actually forced to make your uploads elsewhere, and that's called an FTP account very often. we talk about backups. We talk about how to manage and add users or delete users. We talk about, scheduling a post and how to make posts private and assign rights to the users, just going back to the users again and so on. So that's where the technical things, and that, more than likely more will be added here as I see something. I think one of the things that I need to put in here, if you look up here, you can see I actually have the logo of the WordPress friend that I have, on your WordPress site, and that is actually to it's slightly technical to get it up there, and I'll show you how to do that. It's easy fix once you know it, but it's like having to find out is kind of like technical. Anyway, finally we have bonuses, and this is where I'll put in bonuses, and I'll probably add to that over time. Some of these bonuses will be available for everybody, including those who just have my free training series, but most of them will be, of course, for those who pay for the upgrade and get the full program. Finally, we have community, and this is very, very new launch of the site. So there's pretty much nothing going on in here. But over time, this is a great way of, introducing yourself to everybody else, what you're doing, working on, and so on. Posting questions and helping each other, and maybe even stating like what your biggest issues are currently, and then somebody can jump in. And if nothing else, then I will jump in and help you out where I can. More than likely, we'll be building a closed, private Facebook group also, where we can do the same communication. A lot of people prefer to be on the social media all the time, so that is probably the way to go. But anyway, I hope that this gives you a great insight to the strength and value that I wish to bring with the full-fledged Your WordPress Friend program as of current. I hope that you sign up for the free Fast Track series, and I look forward to working more with you in here. I'll take all of your suggestions and listen to them, how I can improve things, and I do really appreciate you. So anyways, again, back to the topic, just to round up this video. The topic of this video was about, having your sales off via your website, having a website do the sales for you. And so, like I showed you basically with this video, it's not always that the website on its own just has a buy button and a shopping cart, which you've seen, or go to Amazon is all about is buy now button, right? And they are brilliant, they work great. And once you hit the buy button, it'll come up and say suggestions of what other people who bought this item also bought, so you get I mean, speaking for myself, I rarely buy just one book, for instance. I always end up buying at least 3, maybe even more, because, I get inspired by, other people bought this book and that book also, and I get inspired. It's a great, great, great tactic that Amazon is using, and they're stellar people at that. Other websites you'll see, buy this course, or buy this online info product, or buy this gadget, or, program, or toy, or, anything that you can buy that can be shipped or downloaded and so on. It's, you've seen it all over the place. And the more that you can kind of like get your website to kind of lead them from first a visitor to the site, then getting that know, like, and trust factor in place, and then finally giving them offers of products or services or information or whatever it is, and then buy it now. That's awesome. If you have a business which is like, well, I need my people to come to me, or what I'm selling is a person-to-person thing. Like, let's say you're a dentist or a plumber, or anything like that. Well, you still can get most of the sale done from the website. You need to build up that know, like, and trust factor, and then why do they choose you over somebody else? And your website can do all of that, so that basically when they call upon you, you are basically already chosen, and you just need to kind of like end the sale or close the sale. So for instance, let's say, the dentist. Well, now you come to the dentist chair, you fix the teeth, and you give the bill and you get paid. Or if you're the plumber, well, you're already chosen via the website, and you need to come out and fix the pipes, or whatever it is, and they buy you there. So again, the website can do most of all of that work, and that's the important bit that your website should do for you. So that's it. We'll wrap up this video. I hope this was helpful to you. I do hope that if you see this one and you haven't signed up for the free Fast Track series, then please go to yourwordpressfriend.com and look for that tab that has the Fast Track video series and sign up for it. Let's see, I'll just show you where we got it. So here's the site as it looks currently, and we have the free video series. If you just click on that and then sign up. Now, just to be forthright with you right now, the sign up process is a little clunky. I do admit that. It's not something I'm proud of. I did have a better solution, but I changed it, and I probably will need to go back to that better solution. It actually seems like you have to sign up twice, which is actually what you will do. The first one is a sign up. It'll notify me that you have the interest in signing up, but then there'll be a next button. You'll click on that, and then you'll need to sign up again. But the sign up again then is actually the one that's going to create your login credentials for this site here. So you'll choose your email address that you'll need, your name that you want to have in here. Hopefully it'll be your name, and then finally the time zone, and then you're good to go. You'll be directed straight into the site and can go and check out all the videos. Anyways, this is Mikkel Pitsner again from Your WordPress Friend. I hope this was of value to you. I really do appreciate you watching this, and I'd love for you to give me comments and feedback. I love to make this, like I said, the best program within WordPress WordPress platform training. So your feedback is super critical for making me adjust and amend and make it better and add what's needed and delete what's not needed. And finally, please sign up, please share it around so that I can have more and more people and help more and more people with this and improve upon all of it. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it very much. Goodbye.